Hi, my name is Amy. Welcome to Heal Thyself Book Club, where I summarize self-help books and answer your questions in the comments and at lives on Wednesdays. This is a summary of Chapter 7 of the book Spiritual Economics by Eric Butterworth, and this chapter is called How to Reverse Financial Adversity. This is the best chapter in the book, in my opinion. Let's get into it. The author says that the economy is little more than a barometer that registers the highs and lows of the collective consciousness. The state of the economy is just projecting for you what the collective consciousness is believing, what they're feeling. So as a student of truth, you can know that how you are being affected personally isn't necessarily because of the economy. As we discussed in a previous chapter, there are those that prosper in a bad economy, and there are those that experience lack in a good economy. Your personal affluence, or lack thereof, your bank account, is a reflection of your present level of awareness, of your consciousness. If you're experiencing lack, the goal is to alter the inner states of mind that have been blocking the natural flow of substance in your life. When you alter your thoughts to the truth, establish this natural flow, it may be reflected in a raise at work or an unexpected dividend, a new opportunity. Essentially, it'll come through consciousness. No matter what's going on out there, all that really matters is what's happening in you. You are still an inlet and may become an outlet for God, for divine substance. Abundance is an ever-present reality. All things are possible because of divine law. There is a limitless resource of wisdom and guidance available to you, and when you have a need, the answer is already moving on its way towards you. Remember all this and get into a state of gratefulness. These things can restore the natural flow if you're experiencing lack. Your consciousness is the key to all things in your life. Get into the consciousness of truth. And that being said, the author gives some additional practical advice for helping you get into truth consciousness when you're experiencing lack. He talks about one of the most challenging reverses of fortune, unemployment. His first tip is to not call yourself out of work or unemployed. He suggests calling yourself ready for work, and that right now you do have a job. Your job is to get work, and to treat this current job of getting work as you do any other job. Get up early, get neatly dressed, and enthusiastically work to find a job. Second, no matter what the media or economists are saying, recession, high unemployment rates, bad economy, no job to be had, fear, 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 he says, do not listen to them. He says to remember that you are an individualized expression of the creative flow. There is something that you can do that no one can do quite as uniquely as you. Somewhere, there's a need for that special contribution. You are needed even as you have a need. As you sit thinking, if I could only find a job, some employer is at that very moment thinking, if we could only locate the right person for this opening. And I would say that as an entrepreneur, when you have an idea of something to give to the world or make for the world, that there's a need for that as well. He goes on to say, it's not a miracle that's needed to create a job for you. All you need is an expression of divine order that brings you together with what or who is looking for you. And this is done by, you got it, getting into the right consciousness so that divine substance can flow to you when and as you need it. His next practical advice is to remember the power of words and how it affects your consciousness. He suggests replacing the word problem with the word project, and instead of saying, I have this problem, say, I have this project, because this immediately changes the vibration of the issue. Where saying I have a problem indicates a difficult obstacle, saying I have this project indicates an endeavor, and an endeavor with a positive solution. We tend to tackle problems with stress and tension, whereas we tend to tackle projects with imagination and vigor. He suggests making a list of your projects. See how your energy and beliefs change about them as you see them as projects instead of problems. His last major point in this chapter is about how you see challenges that pop up in life. He says that it can be a habit to magnify the challenge all out of proportion. He compared it to taking a small pebble and holding it close to your eye. So held close enough, that pebble can completely block your view. But if you hold it at a proper viewing distance, it can be examined and properly dealt with. He says, drop the pebble at your feet and it can become simply a part of your path. So basically, a job loss or some financial hit, if held too closely in consciousness, you can let the experience, like the pebble, obscure everything else. You can allow the experience to let you forget the truth and take you out of the right consciousness for reversing the issue to what you prefer. Remember, right when the crisis occurs, that all things are happening for you, not to you. In retrospect, many challenges, if you learn and grow from them, are the best things that could have happened to you because in that happening, a new lesson was revealed to you. I'm sure you've all had that experience. So you've had a growth experience. It was actually an opportunity to give birth to new ideas, new strengths, new visions. Yes, you can accept the difficulty of a challenge you're experiencing. Just do not accept the permanence, because all challenges are there for you. I highly recommend that you take some time to think about what blessings are your current challenges pushing you to right now. Okay, a very brief summary of Chapter 7 is, first, remember that it is not a miracle that is needed to reverse financial adversity. It's only the expression of divine order that is needed to get you what you prefer. You reverse financial adversity by getting back into truth consciousness. You can restore the natural flow of divine substance by remembering the truth. Next, he gives you the practical advice of calling yourself ready for work rather than out of work or unemployed. Then he suggests using the word project instead of problem to change the vibration to the positive outlook for your challenges. And finally, he says to be sure not to let any challenge obscure your view by holding it too closely in your consciousness. All challenges have the potential to be for your good if you will stay in the consciousness of truth. And it's okay to accept the difficulty of a challenge, but do not accept the permanence. I hope this chapter helped you. I'll see you in the next video, a summary of Chapter 8 of Spiritual Economics, where we will learn about security in a changing world. Another really good chapter. Let me know what book you would like me to summarize next. I'm looking at a few, but I would love your input. I'm sending you oceans of love and peace, and I'm wishing you success in all your life missions and purposes. See you soon. If you enjoyed this summary, please press the like button and subscribe if you want more self-help chapter summaries in your life. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for your support.